Brandon Lamb here from runnersfeed.com. I'm here with Andrew Nixon of the Guelph Griffins. Andrew's straight off a win at the CIS Cross Country Championships in Quebec City, where it was windy, snow blowing. It was crazy conditions, but again, came away with the win. Pretty cool. So, Andrew, maybe talk us through the whole race, start to finish.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Brandon. Dave sat us down Friday night. It was like Friday after we pre-comp. He said, okay, Weeb's out. We've got 4 guys who could win a medal, but there's only 3 medals out there. So we had to find a way to get that team title sorted out before we could start thinking about our individual goals. So that long hill on the backstretch from like 1K to 2K, pretty much, 1.5. On the second lap, he wanted us to put a move in there and break away from the rest of the field. So it'd just be like 4 of us: Alex, Alan, myself, and Ross. And then once it was down to that, the other guys would break off, and then it'd just be a foot race between us.
Yeah.
So gun went off. I went into the lead. My teammates were behind me. We worked together until that second lap. We made the move. It worked out pretty well. Only Walter hung with us. And then after that, we came around that hill on the next lap, the third lap. I did that move again, and from there I was pretty much on my own. And then the last lap was just me trying to hold Alex off and somehow manage that. So it worked out really well.
Cool. So obviously you're training with those guys day to day. Is there one thing that you would attribute your success to, say that allowed you to pull away from guys that you train with every day?
I'm not sure what I did better than them over the season because, Alex went to World Championships this summer. Alan hasn't finished worse than 5th, except for this past weekend. Yeah. I did run pretty much from July. I shut down my track season early, and then July and August I used to build up for cross country. So I had about a month and a half more of a base than those guys. Yeah. And I think that helped me just be able to focus on workouts more leading up to the championship season, whereas those guys were still trying to run more.
Yeah, so you had a little bit of a longer build-up, so maybe a 16, 18-week training block. How many days would you say you took off in that whole block?
I got sick once, and I took 3 days off. Other than that, I think I ran 16 days straight and then 12 days straight, and just with a day off in between in the 2 months leading up to OUs. So awesome. I'd take a day off, I don't know, every 2 weeks or so. It's always really tough with racing because you have to pre-comp, so it's not a total day off, but it's a 30-minute run at most.
Yeah, and then obviously workouts are pretty intense with the group you have there. Maybe give us a little bit of insight to training with some of the post-collegiate guys. Do you guys get a chance to do that?
Yeah, Taylor Millen is in our group all the time, and I was actually just writing my log for the wrap-up of the season. I was saying being able to train with Taylor every workout was just able to get me to the next level, and having those guys in the group definitely gives us that step up over the CIS.
Yeah, no doubt. And then obviously contributing to that is having all those resources at your disposal. A guy like Dave, your massage therapist, and then you mentioned Power Bar, New Balance, and Speed River. Maybe tell us a little bit about that support group.
Integrated support team, IST. So I'm part of the Speed River Olympic division, which Alex and Ross will also be a part of, and Alan's a part of. So we get New Balance stuff, we get Power Bar stuff, and having that support is just phenomenal because New Balance loves to take care of us, and so does Power Bar. So we've got our recovery already set. There's a locker in the AC that just has boxes of Power Bar stuff, and we get to take what we want, and it works out really well. And having some of the best physio and massage therapists I've ever had the chance to work with locally has been able to keep me injury-free pretty much since I came to Guelph.
Amazing. All right, let's move into a little bit of a rapid-fire question. We got 5 for you. And
Okay.
I'll give you about 3 seconds to answer.
Yeah.
Cool? All right. Ice bath or hot tub?
Contrast. You do ice, hot, ice.
That was almost 3 seconds. Speed River role model?
Reed.
All right. Beyonce or Katy Perry?
Beyonce.
Cold cereal or oatmeal?
Oatmeal.
All right.
Daily.
And for the New Balance folks, 1400s or the Minimus?
1400s. Those shoes are sick.
All right, cool. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. And again, congratulations.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Runner Speed.
Cool. Take care.